My name is Leslie Loh, and I'm the founder and CEO of eduCLaaS. We are a lifelong learning institute specializing in digital skill training with our headquarters in Singapore. I would like to share with you my thought on how the pandemic has provided us the inflection point to transform our highly fragmented post-education sector. I will also be sharing with you how the pandemic has delivered the silver lining for our transformation journey. To digitalize education toward becoming a global common good for delivering inclusive lifelong learning for all. Technological progress has been transforming humanity for decades, but the pace and scale of recent changes are unprecedented. The digital revolution can deliver a more open and productive world, but it could also create digital divides that fuel inequality. Digital revolution is transforming jobs and has resulted in critical skill gaps that businesses are struggling to fill. Korn Ferry Global Talent Crunch Study estimate that Asia Pacific is set to suffer the most severe skills crunch, with talent deficit estimated at 55% of the global shortages by 2030. Amazon Web Services released their report estimating the need for 5.7 billion digital skill training by 2025 in 6 ASEAN countries they survey. By now, it is no longer a question if the digital revolution will transform industry, but more on the how and when. Digital transformation is all about moving the world from the physical to the digital. Digitalization would occur in almost every industry sector, but the pace and change will depend on each country's structure and the product and services they delivered. The first wave of digital disruptions has already globalized many industries, including media, telecommunication, technology, and retail products. These businesses deliver information-intensive or fully digitized product where it can be purchased and delivered globally with an internet connection. With a physical barrier now torn down by the pandemic, we expect the next wave of digital disruption will instead localize industry held back by the regulatory constraint and customer need for global products with localized delivery. This industry include financial services, healthcare, education, professional services sector, and many more. The COVID-19 pandemic has shifted our physical school and office to a hybrid future where you could learn and work from virtually anywhere with an internet connection. To deliver on the converged futures of learning and work, there would need to be multifaceted integrations to bridge the missing connection between our fragmented education system and the hybrid workplace of the future. What kind of education do we need in the 21st century? What's the purpose of education in the current context of societal transformation? How should learning be organized to deliver growth and bridge the rising inequality in the digital economy? Massive open online courses surfaced more than a decade ago with an aim to democratize education, but it has clearly fell short on its promises, particularly for delivering industry-aligned learning with tangible employment and business outcome. Education is often referred as a public good in international education discourse. With digitalization, it's no longer clear what the notion of public means in the new global context of learning. The greater diversification of stakeholders involving in education is blurring the boundaries between public and private education. We aim to bridge the missing connection between education and the workplace to recontextualize education as a global common good for building an equitable future for all with inclusive digital transformation and workforce incubation. The COVID-19 pandemic has shifted our physical school and office to a hybrid future where you could learn and work from anywhere with an internet connection. Our work integrated class, which stands for Competency Learning as a Service, deliver mass customized blended learning for higher education students, working professionals, and enterprises over the cloud on demand. It is aligned around a competency-based curriculum to deliver job-specific skills and competency required by the industry. More than just digitizing education for mass delivery using technology, we adopt 70-20-10 work-integrated learning pedagogy to deliver improved KSA, knowledge, skills, and ability. Our learners progress from knowledge acquisition in the classroom to workplace skill utilization that deliver tangible career and business outcome for individuals and businesses. Our solution is eduCLaaS, a connected digital learning platform supported by a pan-Asia coalition of tripartite multilateral stakeholders, including learners, employers, education institutions, technology vendors, government, and non-profit agencies working together to bridge digital skill gaps for delivering inclusive digital transformation and workforce incubation across Asia with skill. Collectively, the Digital Skills Coalition provides competency-based curriculum, work-integrated learning, interoperable credentials, blended learning technologies, employer ecosystem, and funding support to deliver a converged futures of learning and work in a globalized post-COVID digital economy. The project will bring together tripartite stakeholders from the public, private, and non-profit sectors for lifelong applied learning delivery to support youth induction into digital careers, underemployed adults transition into in-demand digital jobs, and enterprise workforce upscaling for inclusive digital transformation. It includes 2 implementation tracks: lifelong applied learning pivot for higher education institutions, and workforce upscaling for enterprise digital transformation. The new academia would have to pivot from focusing on academic education to emphasizing on applied learning for developing multidisciplinary talents with practical skill and transferable knowledge. This track supports higher education institutions in their transformation to deliver dual-track lifelong applied learning pathway for developing local talents with employment induction before graduation. With the pandemic further accelerating the pace of the digital revolution, it's becoming a must that businesses, particularly small medium enterprises, rethink how to upskill their workforce for digital transformation. This track delivers learning in the flows of work with industry experts mentoring to go beyond knowledge dissemination for workplace skills utilization that deliver tangible digital transformation outcome. To support borderless and inclusive implementation, we look forward to endorsement and support from intergovernmental forums in this region, including APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, AEC, ASEAN Economic Community, SEAMEO, Southeast Asia Ministers of Education Organization, to jointly deliver this initiative. Thank you and have a pleasant day.